wonder what's in a name? A bunch of letters strung together. A label. For me, it's a whole story. My name is a hand-me-down, a legacy passed from my grandmother to my mom, and then to me. It wasn't some grand family tradition, more like a quiet echo through generations. My mom always said she chose it because it sounded like strength and kindness rolled into one. A perfect mix of what she hoped I'd become. It was her way of wrapping me in a piece of her own history, her own love. It's funny, she never told my grandma she was going to use the name. It was a surprise. A gift she revealed the day I was born. I can only imagine the look on my grandma's face, seeing her own name given to her first grandchild. As a little kid, I didn't really think about my name. It was just mine, like my brown hair or the freckles on my nose. It was the sound that made me turn my head in the playground, the word I was so proud to finally learn how to spell. But that indifference didn't last. As I got a bit older, I started to hate it. It felt old-fashioned, clunky, and nothing like the cool, trendy names my friends had. Why couldn't I be a Jessica or an Emily? My name felt like a heavy old coat I was forced to wear, while everyone else got to wear something light and new. I'd secretly practice writing other names in my notebooks, imagining what it would be like to be someone else just for a day. The reactions from others were a mixed bag. Kids, being kids, were brutally honest. They'd scrunch up their faces when they first heard it. That's a weird name. They'd say, or they'd stumble over the pronunciation, turning it into some kind of joke. I remember one boy in my class who made up a silly rhyme about it, and it stuck for what felt like an eternity. That's when the self-consciousness really kicked in. I started mumbling my name when I had to introduce myself, hoping people wouldn't quite catch it. Adults, on the other hand, were usually the opposite. Teachers, my parents, friends, they'd often say, "Oh, what a lovely name. It's so classic." Or, "That's my aunt's name." They'd smile, and for a fleeting moment, I'd feel a little spark of pride. Their reaction was a bridge to a world I didn't understand yet. A world where names held history and meaning beyond the playground. It was confusing. Was my name weird and clunky? Or was it beautiful and classic? For a long time, I felt stuck between those two perceptions, not quite sure how to feel about this fundamental part of my identity. It wasn't until I was much older that the tide really turned. I was talking to my mom one day, and she told me the full story again, not just the who, but the why. She spoke about her admiration for her own mother, my grandmother, about her resilience, her humor, her quiet strength. She chose the name not just because she liked the sound, but because she wanted to imbue me with the spirit of the woman she admired most in the world. It was a blessing, a wish, a hope, all bundled up in a few syllables. And that's changed everything. My name was no longer a burden. It was a badge of honor. It connected me to a lineage of strong women I was proud to be a part of. It was more than just letters. It was a story. My story. So, what about you? Is there a story behind your name? I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Every name has a history, and sharing it is a beautiful way to connect. Thanks for listening. And if you enjoyed this little piece of my story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.